Have you ever heard about a man having to pay money to enter his own wedding? I guess you haven't. Even though it sounds unbelievable, such a thing happens in Turkey. My name is Arnabel Mendes, and in this video, I'm going to inform you about the main traditions in Turkish weddings. And no, I have not been in Turkey. But for a long time, I've been watching a lot of Turkish series that allow me to see how different their traditional weddings are, compared, for example, with those we know in the Americas. All of this has led me to investigate more about this topic so I can understand how Turkish weddings are celebrated and what is their belief behind the traditions they practice. If you, just like me, get interested in Turkish TV, if you're interested in wedding traditions, or let's say even if you just like to learn general culture, it is important to understand the traditions that go on at Turkish weddings and what is actually happening when they perform those rituals. Despite the fact that Turkish weddings slightly differ according to regional traditions and the couple's education, there are some rituals that are very popular in Turkish traditional weddings. These are the bride's henna night, bribes before the start of the wedding ceremony, the maidenhood belt, and pinning gift on the newlyweds ribbons. Let's first take a look at the bride's henna night. The henna night is a small celebration that takes place 2 or 3 days before the wedding ceremony, but it's kind of part of the wedding itself. That's why I mention it. This party takes place exclusively for the bride, her closest female friends, and relatives, where they sing, dance, and enjoy themselves during the night. This is a little bit similar to the bachelorette party. Specific traditions vary, of course, with the difference that sometimes the groom and his friends also arrive to the ceremony, and of course, the application of henna to the bride and her guests. The groom's mother presents a tray of henna balls, then she puts a gold coin in the bride's palm and covers it with a piece of henna. The henna is wrapped with a gauze and a red glove until the henna sets. The henna represents eternal love. It is believed that the couple is protected from bad luck and also that it will bring them a happy marriage forever. In this celebration, the bride generally wears a special costume that is usually red or purple. This is called bindali in Turkish, and the bride also wears a red veil. This is part of the tradition as well. In addition to the henna night, bribes at the wedding are also a popular tradition in Turkey. They occurs a bribe before the official start of the wedding ceremony. When the groom appears at the bride's home to start the civil ceremony, if it's the case, the doorway is normally locked or guarded by the bride's brother or a close relative. Only once the bribe is presented by the groom's family, the doorkeeper allows the wedding to proceed. A tip or some sort of monetary exchange is the only thing that will allow the door to open. Often, the groom has to knock many times and pay more than once as the bride's family refuses to open the door to him as a joke. Since we now know a little about the bribe tradition, let us turn to the maidenhood belt. The maidenhood belt for a Turkish bride. This is another popular ritual at Turkish weddings. For the bride to join the procession, a male figure or close relative to the bride wraps a red ribbon around her waist 3 times before finally tying it. The ribbon is called the maidenhood belt. The red ribbon is a symbol of her virginity. In the past, the absence of a maidenhood belt will result in local gossip, but in modern towns, it is the choice of the bride to wear it. Lastly, we're going to take a look at another Turkish tradition related to the wedding gifts. After the ceremony is concluded, the newlyweds will have red ribbons placed around their necks. A red is an embellishment of good luck and good fortune. Guests will then approach to the couple, congratulate them, and they will put money directly to the ribbons or they will pin a gold coin. Thus, Turkish couple won't need to worry about receiving two of the same gift. The money is supposed to help them get started in life, whether to buy a house or anything else they need to begin their new lives together. Now we know that gold and cash are the main wedding gifts in Turkey. Summing up, we have explained the main traditions in Turkey in Turkish weddings, remembering that they can vary a little depending on the region. We talked about the bride's henna night, the bribes that take place before the wedding ceremony starts, the maidenhood belt, and the gifts of the newlyweds as well. I hope I have made it clear for you. Thank you so much.